Welcome back to Gamekeeper's Tavern. Today I'm playing Wyrmspan again. This is my second attempt to beat Automa. Now I know last time I kept saying it's automatic or auto something, but yes, hopefully you guys realize I meant to say Automa. Yeah, so this is my second crack at it. Hopefully this time I can learn a bit from my last mistakes, and hopefully this time I get a chance to beat the Automa in this game. In future, I'm gonna have a little friend next to me when I play these solo games as a little character and something more interest for future videos and that. So hopefully he'll arrive in follow the next couple of weeks. So something to look forward to for you guys out there watching my videos. Uh, let's get cracking. So I've already set up the board. I've already set up the dragon cards and my place, and I've already chosen my 3 starting resources, which I've chosen to have 2 gold and 1 gemstone. Yeah, so my opponent's here. And that, so let's get cracking, shall we? So first things first, I'll take the 1 card off it. The ultimate deck has already been shuffled. So again, in a solo play, the player always goes first. Automatic always goes second place. Yeah. So I describe the goals for you. So in the first round, the dragons in caves in the Golden Grotto, which is the center cave there. Dragons that have printed cards of 0 to 2 of either resources, coins, or eggs. The third goal is for dragons with end of round abilities or when placed abilities. And the last one, round 4, is hatchlings. How many hatchlings on your player mat? So I will just start the first round, and I will decide. I've already looked at my cards and decided what action I should take. So first thing I would do, I will excavate a cavern, and I will place this cavern over here, which I will gain a gem, and I'll lay an egg. So I got this special. Let me get this storage space here for 2 eggs. Right. Now it's Automa's turn. So the Automa will lay a coin on there. So effectively, he's got 2 dragons in the, or yeah, two caves of dragons in the Golden Grotto. So I have to get 3 or more to beat him, and he'll move his skill marker by 1. All right, that's his action done. Now my turn. I will. Yes, I will entice a dragon. I will play this Rocky Rock Breaker down in the Amethyst Abyss here, because it's the only place he can go to. No, retract that. Don't have the resources for him. Oh yes, meant to play this card, the Cosmic Amphitheater. Alright, so that's what the resources for. So that's 2 gemstones and 2 gold. Right, and it says when played, excavate 1 space for free from the display. So I will, from display here, I'll take full advantage of it and excavate this area for free, so I don't have to pay any eggs for it. And when I play this card, I gain a meat and another gemstone. Alright, replace the cave. It's the end of my turn. Alright, and now the Automa has to go. He removes that coin. They pretend he's only got 1 dragon slash cave in the grotto. And he'll advance his skill marker by 1. Now it's my turn. I will. All right, here what I'm gonna do. Sorry for that. Um, I will excavate, as I said beforehand. Oh, over here. Sorry. Once you get you. Remember, the first row has already been excavated. You do this from the second column onwards. That so I gain a cavern tile and I advance one on my guild, and therefore I get an egg. So I lay it on my dragon here. Right. Now it's the Automa's turn. He'll advance his guild marker by one. Alright, my turn. So I need. Yes. Oops, I've got to replace the cabin tile at the end of my turn. Alright. So, I will excavate again. Place this cabin tile here. It means I gain 2 gold straight away. Alright. And that is my turn done. The Automa's turn. Would have removed the corn if had one, but it doesn't have one on there, and advances guild token by 2. My turn. I am. Yes. I'm going to explore. Place my coin up here. And come over here. I'm just gonna get. I'm just gonna get another gem. And that's my turn done. And Automa's turn. Advance his guild by 1. And now in the brown here, he will take this dragon. And he'll place his guild marker on the 3rd row here. Right. And now we'll place the dragon. Alright. So my last turn would be to entice this other dragon into the golden grotto. Pay my 2 gold and the 2 gems. Alright. And that is my last action for this first round. And oops, sorry about that. Flip this card over. He'll advance his guild marker by 1. And then as I've got no coins left to play. Alright. So he'll add another coin to here. So put this back up to 2 again. Yes. And he'll advance his guild token by 1. And that is turn. So that's the end of the first round. So any end of round bonus from the dragons? No, I don't have any. Right, then do the end of round 1 scoring. So I've got 2 dragons and 3k, and the 3rd k. So I effectively beat him by 1. So I win the first round. Alright. And now go through the steps. He takes this other guild token. All these cape cards go. Put 3 brand new cape cards. As you can see, once you know the game, the turns go really quickly. Oops, I didn't see them. Didn't see them. um, oh, milk token. And these dragons go over here. Put 3 new out. I'm just randomly picking from which deck I'm drawing from. I have no prior information of what's in there. There's like 163 dragons. I think it's pretty hard to remember all the dragons. Second the deck carefully. Okay, so we've done that. So I gained my 6 coins back. I gain another egg. I'll lay it on this guy, this dragon here, on the Camlock Serpent. Now we begin round 2. So I grab all the Automa cards. So this one, yes. So any dragons that have printed cards of 0 to 2 are resources, either resources, coins, or eggs. So I got 1 so far. A Cosmic Empty there, and the side. And so I am first player again. So, uh, looking at my options at the top here. Right, I've made my decision on what I want to do. I'm going to go for exploration in the Golden Grotto. The first thing I do is I gain a dragon, so I'll gain this Augural Fae, and then I'll advance 1 on the guild track. Oops, that's not me, that's them. So sorry about that. I gain a meat. That's what I was thinking of it originally. And then I lay an egg anywhere in this cave. So got plenty of eggs to spend, which is really good. And I gain another dragon. So I gain this hatchling, which is important for the last round, because that's the last round's hatching scores. And that's his end of his little adventure into the Golden Grotto. And I'll replace the cards. Right. So now it's the Automa's turn. What's he going to do? He's going to advance his guild by 1. Oh no, sorry, by 2. Second round, so guild advances by 2. So remember, Automa doesn't take any bonuses from all these light grey areas. He only does his action when he reaches the brown parts. So, and that's the little instruction at the bottom here. So my action is going to be, all right. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm gonna come over here, do a bit of exploration in Amazon Abyss. Then I'll grab this cave card. Now, that is it. All right. So now it's Automa's turn. Would have moved the corner if had one on there, but it doesn't, and he moves his guild token by 1. That's it. Is it. All right. My third turn. I am going to excavate. So pay for the excavation. And then I'll use this cave to excavate over here. Right? And I'll have to pay an egg because I played it in the 3rd column. So pay an egg from here. And then I'll gain a gem and a milk bottle. And that is my turn done. Now it's Automa's turn. So he advances his skills. So now it's in the brown area. So, oops, I forgot to do the cavern tiles. So we'll take the first dragon and he'll add 1, 2, 3. Alright. Alright, so that's his turn done. In the rules, you cannot one player cannot have more than 1 marker for each area. And yes, except for the very last area at the end game. Right. Okay. My turn. Right, I'm going to entice at this hatchling, this miniature Rex. Place him down in this first area here. And I paid the milk, which I just received last turn, and an egg from here, and that is my turn done. Alright. So, it's Automa's turn. Musical marker by 1. Oh, and also lays a coin on the gold token. Alright. Alright, so my 5th action is going to explore into Amethyst Abyss again, and it cost me another egg because I explored it the second time. Come over here and again, oops, again got to refill the. I have to buddy somehow remind myself all the time to refill the caves and the dragons every time I take them out from that board. Alright, so I will take this cavern tile here, and which says when I play, I gain 2 advances onto the guild board, and then any opponents will also gain 1 on their guild board as well. But Automa doesn't take any advantage of any other player actions that says on the cards. It always does its own thing on its own cards. Then I'll advance. So it says every time I lay a meat resource on the dragon, I can gain a gold bar in return. Alright, and then I'll advance 1 onto the guild. No dragons. Well, I'll do this one because he has the um, when played on a board ability, which is part of the requirements for round 3 end of game scoring. Alright, and that is it. It's reached the end of the cave, goes back to base camp, and I remembered I will refill the dragon and the cave. Probably some of you guys are probably screaming at me through your monitor by now, not refilling the cavern tiles on the board after I finish my turn. Alright, so that is my turn done. Now it's the Automa's turn. Oops. It's gonna make it tough for me to win this round. So he adds another coin to the goal. So effectively he's got four dragons that has that 0 to 2 resources on the board. It's gonna make it really tough for me to win this round, but we'll see how we go. He also refreshes the dragons. Oops, wrong one. Good Drake, Blue Forest, and Blue Forest Spirit, I should say, and Keening Amphitheater. Right. So then he advances his guild by 1, and that's his turn done. So my very last action is going to entice this dragon here. Alright, play him over on top here because he can go anywhere he likes to. He's got all 3 colors, or all 3 colors for all 3 caves, and go anywhere he likes. So now I'll feed him. So 1 meat, 1 gold, and 1 gem. Alright. It says when played, activate one of my exploration abilities or one of my end of round abilities on any dragon on your player mat. So, alright, so I'm going to activate this dragon's when played ability. It says activate 1 space for free on one of my cavern tiles, and I will activate that cavern tile, so I'll gain a meat and a gem. And that is my turn done. So now it's, so he'll advance 1 on the guild track, and then he'll have 1 more action. Oh, and he has to remove 1 of these coins, and he gets advance 1 on the guild track. So I have 1, 2, 3. So I got 2 eggs, and 2 resources, and uh, he's got effectively 2. So I beat him that. So luckily he was able to move that coin. So no, sorry, no, he's 3. So both equal. Well, sorry, my apologies. No, he actually got 3. No, I got 3 as well. So we both finished in first place. Right, which is okay. Okay by me. I don't mind, not as long as I don't finish second place with him. All right. Um. So I almost forgot to do the end around, but I don't have any dragons to end around abilities. Yeah. So his guild token goes over here. All the dragons get removed and refreshed. Same with the Kevin tiles. Right. Gain a coin, gain a gem, and lay an egg. Uh, for each egg that you play, you advance on the guild board. And we've got the Puck's Hornet Dragon. Oh, sorry, Drake. The Bushtail Fae. And the Eternal Fae Dragon. Right. So now we'll go get my coins back. 6. And I lay another egg. Which actually I'll just use the egg I placed here and put it on this Calm Rock Serpent. And then we'll begin round 3, and I'll shuffle the Automa card ready for the next round. See, this game goes really quickly, especially when you're playing Automa. Now, it will seem quicker than what it actually is because I will edit out all the thinky parts for me, so you guys are not going to be bored sitting there watching me think about what my next move is. Alright, so that goes aside. Alright, so this one, all dragons with end of round or when played ability, you get 2 points. So round 3 starts with 1. I've already got 1, 2, 2 with those end round abilities. Alright, so um, right. I've decided I'm going to go exploring. Come over here. I'm going to grab a gemstone. And I'm going to advance on to the guild track. It means I grab another. I'm going to grab this one. Gives me a coin, extra coin to play with. And that's his in a little adventure in the Crimson Caverns. Alright, we'll go back to base camp. And that's my turn done. Now, what's Automa going to do? I'm going to advance 2. Oh, guess what I've got? I've got to replace the. Oh, not the same cabin. So the advance 2 onto the guild. So he reaches the brown section. He'll take the 3rd dragon. And 1, 2, 3. So it will take this spot here. Alright. So he doesn't doesn't take any advantage of the guild areas. He just blocks it spots off so you can stop preventing you from taking them. So that's his entire role for placing those guild cubes. And it's just a blocking maneuver. Alright. So and that is his turn done. My turn. Alright, so I am gonna entice this rocky rock breaker. So entice here. So place this card down here. Alright, so feed is his meat and 2 gemstones. So when play, I can excavate 1 space for free from my hand. which I certainly will do. I'll come over here and I gain an extra coin for this round. So, and then replace that dragon. Is that the Automa? I say I keep forgetting. But you know, yeah. I'm so busy trying to concentrate on my moves. I had such a simple thing. I should slap myself on the wrist every time. But anyhow, we're playing for Seep Stations. Um, right, my turn. Oh no, it's Automa's turn. Sorry. No coin to remove. He'll advance his skill token by 2. And that is his turn done. Right. Alright. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go for a little walk in the Crimson Grotto. Walk over here. Gain this cavern tile. I don't have any meat to place on, so I can't do that. I gain the advance in the guild, it means I gain a gemstone. Alright, come over here and I gain another. Alright, and gain another cavern tile, and then that's the end of his little adventure. And now he goes, I refill the cavern tile. Right, the Automa's turn. Advances twice on the guild, and that is his turn done. Alright, I'm going to go for another little adventure in the Crimson Caverns. So it cost me a coin and an egg. Alright, so I gain a resource of my choosing. Then I advance here. So I reached my brown spot. The brown area on the guild track. And I'll place. I'm going to choose escape one space for free with cabin tile from my hand. Come up here and place it up here. And when I play this, I can pay 2 cabin tiles and draw a card from the deck, immediately play it for free. Alright, so I'm going to choose these 2 to pay. And then I'm going to place this one here, which means when I play, I can cache 2 resources from the general supply and place it onto any dragons as I choose. So I'm going to place these 2 on the dragon. Alright, so I gain 2 gold bars. And then I also gain 3 dragons of my choosing. So I gain this one, and I gain this one. Alright. I think that's the end of my turn. Yes, it is. So refresh the dragons, and then refresh the cave. Right. That is my turn done. Alright. Automa's turn. Lays a coin on here, so he's got 2 of those end game or end around. End around or when played bonuses on dragons. And advances guild token by 1, and that is his turn done. So I'm gonna, my 5th action is gonna be entice a dragon. I'm gonna lay him over here. Alright, so I have to pay him a meat and a gem. And when played, I gain 2 more gold resources. And then so each opponent will gain 1, but again, the Automa does not take advantage of when the opponent gains on the dragon cards. That is my turn done. Automa is going to place another coin on the goal, and he'll also replace all the dragons. Kind Misfern, common blue griffin dragon, and then we got a splitting golden hydra. The artwork's really nice on these cards. It's certainly kept up the standard of the Wyrmspan original game. It's really nice artwork. What else will do? Oh, he'll advance his guild by 2, and because he passed the brown area, he'll gain the 2nd dragon, and he'll take the 2nd spot. Oops. Dragon? Nope. Yeah, take the 2nd spot there. So unfortunately, it's quite nicely fill up all the guild areas, but it's very rare I do more than 2. Really do 3. Yeah, so whatever it takes up, it takes up. Okay, so my turn. Really looking for some hatchlings now to help me in the last round. I'm not gonna waste these gold bars here. It's gonna be expensive, but I got the eggs to do it, so I'm going for another adventure in the Crimson Cavern. 2 eggs. So I really need those resources. I don't want to waste these gold bars here. So I'll gain a meat. Nothing there. Then I'll advance 1 on here, so I'll gain 1 egg back. Right, nothing there. Then I'll gain another meat. And he goes back to the base camp. End of these adventure. Alright. Alright, so he'll advance once around the guild, and that's his turn done. And my very last action is to entice another dragon into the cave, and then pays to meet, and that is my turn done. Right. So end of round ability. Now I got a dragon has end of round, so you have at least 3 dragons in this cave, which I do. Lay 1 egg on each of the dragons in the cave. 1, 2, and 3. Now scoring for this round. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he's got 4. So once again, I do beat him. I just thought I shouldn't use one of his cubes. Oh, sorry, my mistake. That last cube was this one. That's why I was confused at. Yeah, you shouldn't have placed that last cube there. You shouldn't have one available. Now, I accidentally took the cube from the wrong area. So yeah, if the Automa doesn't have cubes to place into the guild tile, it cannot place a cube in the guild tile. So I've accidentally grabbed the cube from the wrong spot and added to it, which I shouldn't have done. So I'm glad to rectify that. Right. So now clear out the dragons in the caves tile of cards. Oops. Throwing the cards all over the place. I don't know. Oops. The Scaly Rock Dragon, the Primeval Worm, and last is the Standard Horn Lung Dragon. Right. So these eggs go away. Get my 6 coins back. Goes back in here. I gain another egg. I'll put it over here. And then last round. See, it goes pretty quickly, doesn't it? With this game, especially Automa, because Automa doesn't do much actions. It's just, I said, most times thinking time, trying to decide what's the best move you can do. So let's give the Automa cards a quick shuffle. And yeah, so we started with 2 hatchling. I only got 1 hatchling so far, and there's none available. Ooh. And the last round is always the biggest scoring round. So as the round goes further on, the more points you gain. So as you can see, like for example, the first round, the first player gets 4 points. In the very last round, first player gets 2nd points. What's what I'm doing? Oh yeah, that goes over here. Right. Okay. Right. So what's my first action gonna be? Action. Action. Alright. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come over here. Right. Gain a resource of my choosing. I will gain a gem. Nothing here because he's when played action. Advance 1 on the guild track, which I gain another gold. Alright, nothing here, and I'll gain a meat token. No, I'll gain a milk bottle. As a bit of a gamble, I'm hoping to pick up a hatchling at some point, and then lay an egg. That's the last action, which I'll lay an egg here. Alright, so he's done his little venture in the Crimson Cavern and goes back to base camp. Alright. Now what's Automa's gonna do? He's gonna advance his guild token by 2. No, you know what I should have done? Let's grab another amethyst. That's what I should have done. That's why so we just place the milk with the amethyst so I can play this dragon. Alright, so I'm gonna entice this dragon. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna entice this dragon into this area here, because it's the only place he can go. So I pay the 1 gold and 2 gems. Alright, and I'll pay a coin to advance 3 on the guild. So I'm gonna gain a dragon. So I gain this dragon here. Gain that coin back. And then gain a milk bottle. Alright. So hoping I can draw a hatchling. Okay, for the tallest deck here. Yes! Haha! How about that? Sometimes you just get lucky. Requires 2 milk bottles, of course, but yes. Alright. That was really lucky. I'm really happy with that. And what's Automa gonna do? We would have removed the coin. He had one on there, and it raised his token by 1. Alright. So now I'm thinking the Automa is very close. The Automa could wipe out the dragons. Now, so instead of enticing dragons, I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to go for adventure, so get that hatchling. So I gain this hatchling. Alright. Advance on the guild track means I can place. Oh, definitely have that. So I gain another coin and I gain 2 more dragons. The more, coins more important. I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to maybe again. I'll just see what these dragons are. That's very expensive, and yeah, so they weren't either hatchlings. Right, so that's okay. But I wanted the coin for the extra round action ability. So yeah. Um. So on over here, I can lay an egg anywhere. Or anyway, in this cave here, so I'll put them on a Cape Wyrmspan lung dragon. Uh, ooh, gain another dragon. Can I get another hatchling? Yes. I'm not sure I'll be able to play him, but at least he's cheaper this one than the previous one. It only needs 1 egg than the other one. So again, so come over here, like lay another egg. And that's his journey done in the Golden Grotto and goes back to base camp. Alright, that's my turn done. Ooh, lucky got the other hatchling. Alright, so now he's got 3 hatchlings. He'll advance. Oops, again. Ugh, I'm always thinking on my move, not doing this. Yeah. Um, he'll advance 2 onto the guild, so he passes the brown area. So he will take. See, that's what I'm saying. If I didn't take the hatching from this first spot here, he's taking the first dragon away from me. So yeah, that's the reason why I did that move in that. So just eliminate the risk of him that dragon disappearing. And take the first cave as well, and then they get replaced. Oops, what am I doing? Right. Okay, so just sinking. I need a cave in there. So I've got 3 turns. But do I have enough time to get more resources? Eggs are not a problem. I've got plenty of eggs now. Um, so I need to gain 2 milk. But I've got the gold here, convert to milk. Alright, I'm gonna entice. Yes. I'm gonna entice this dragon here, the Scatty Rock Dragon, place him into the Golden Grotto where he should live. Pay the 3. Oh, yes. Pay the 3 gold bars for him. Now when played, I can excavate 1 space for free from the cave from the display. So I'm gonna. Which one would be more beneficial? Oh, that one. I'm gonna play this card here, and then also because I played in the last spot, I am gonna spend these 2 dragon cards plus this cavern tile, and always on the last column on your excavator. If you pay 3 of a mixture of resources cards, cavern cards, and dragon cards, right, which I'm doing so now, you can gain another coin. All right. So hopefully they'll give me 1 extra action so I can possibly lay. Yes, I hope it will do. So yes. So done that. All right. So that is My turn done. Oh, look, I remembered. Woohoo! Should have a blinking light there on the board there. Beep, beep, beep. Refill me, refill me. Alright, so Automa, gonna have so it clears out the dragons and puts 3 brand new ones on there. Alright. And it lays another coin on here, so he's got 4 um hatchlings. I'm hoping that one of the cards drawn later will take one of the coins off at least. And then he'll advance his guild token by 3, and that is his turn done. My turn. I'm gonna entice this other dragon here. Alright, we'll come down here. Yep. I pay an egg for it, and also a milk, which I do have. And that is my turn done. That's all I'm gonna do. Oh, that's right. No, it's all good. It's all right. I was just thinking something else then. All right. He will advance his guild token by 2, reaches the brown egg, takes the 3rd dragon and the 3rd cave. So remember, each dragon card that Automa gains, it gets 7 points for him, and each cavern card is worth 2 points for endgame scoring for the Automa. That's it. So refill and refill. Oops. Oh, by the way, if you hear like a sound in the background, like a fan or so, it's my 3D printer going at the moment. I 3D printed these card holders for these games, and that's I do a lot of 3D printed stuff for pretty much most of my games. I see got quite a large collection here, so I've done a fair bit of 3D printing. So you might have seen a 3D printed dice tower I did. I played with my friend Lockie the other day, or the other week, I should say. Yeah, so I'm really big into 3D printing. Yeah, so all right, so we've done the Automa turn, haven't we? Yes, because you're taking the cards. Yes, so I'll do more exploration into the Crimson Grotto, get the resources I need to play this last hatchling. Alright, so I paid a coin and an egg for the second time gone to the caves. So I gain a milk. I'm walking over here. I advance onto the guild, which means I gain an egg. Place it back here. Do 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 do. Again, another milk. And do 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 do. I play another egg. Yeah, that'll do. And that so now it says it cache up to 2 resources from your supply onto any dragons. Uh, onto any dragon. I don't think I have one that can take advantage of the gold here. Uh, so I do not need this gold bar, so I'll place it on the first dragon here. So after a big long adventure, oops, sorry, my apologies, shouldn't have done that. I covered it, so scratch that. Shouldn't have gone that far. Taken off. It goes back to home base. So I accidentally covered the stop sign there. You can only go forward when the dragon's covered that stop sign. So yeah, this dragon was covering it. So technically, he was the stop sign was dragon, but the but is in the wrong cavern. So yeah. So I took my gold bar back. So that is the end of my turn. What he's going to do? I'm hoping that last card take that last coin off. Alright, so advances guild token by 3. And that is always actions done. My last action will be to entice this Singling Remora card. Alright. So I pay an egg for him. And 2 milk. That's what he needs. And that is it. That is my turn. That is last of my turns. And then his last turn. Yes, look at that. Took off the coin. That's he still ends up with 3. Now I got 3, so we end up in first place on both occasions. So very last thing he'll do is advance 1, 2, 3. Oh, he'll grab the second dragon and the second cabin tile. So there's more points for him, and that is it. So we all got 3 hatchings each. So we both end up in first place. Again, ties are friendly in this game. So yeah, so just give me a second. I'll go grab the score pad and we'll continue scoring and see who wins. Right. So I've got to do one thing. And that is to do end of round abilities before before we go into scoring. We'll do that. Okay. So my only end round abilities is this one. I don't have your end game abilities, do I? I had one there, but I didn't have time to put the meat on his dragon. Um, so if you release 3 dragons in his cave, lay one on each of the dragon in his cave. Which, oh. Unfortunately, this dragon's maxed out. You can only have 2 eggs on that dragon, so I can have 2 eggs so that I can't put the 3rd egg over there in that cave. So, oh well, it's still pointed in the game. So now we go back to scoring. All right, so let me I'll just work out the scores from here. Right, after calculating all the scores, I won. I won by 4 points. I received 70. I got 75 points, and Automa got 71 points. I think yes. Well, that's a lot better result than last time, considering I got soundly trounced by the Automa last time. But I must admit, I did get a little bit lucky by those 2 hatchlings I draw out from the draw deck. Now I'm so pleased to get them. So um, I think the difference is 3 points between second and first place on the last one. So yes, it would have been a 1 point difference, but I still would have won. But yeah, so yeah, it's quite a challenge with Automa and that you gotta. I think you said in my last game that yeah, you got to know the game and also there's a little bit of luck involved getting the right cards at the right time. But overall, that's a I really do enjoy this game. It's a really good game. It's right up there with Wingspan. I think I said I enjoy this a bit more than Wingspan as it is. It's got a bit more to it, especially with the doing the cabin tiles and the end game scoring and all that. Yeah, so I really enjoyed this game. So well, I hope you guys really enjoyed watching this Beat the Auto. Yeah. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And hope you join me next time. And as I play, I'm going to play another game, Wyrmspan Solo. But it's probably my last one. Now I'll go into another one. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. So I hope you see you guys next time. Okay, bye bye.